Shall we march on, everybody? Shall we march on? Hickenbottom High Noon, a level 37, and a national championship in our trophy cabinet. And it might not be the last one. It might not. Let's go for fourth quarter hot. Oh, that's right. That's the top one. We don't have that many rivalry games. That's the big issue. Let's do that. I mean, moving conferences is definitely on the table. That is definitely on the table to help provide a little bit of a different challenge. So, we shall see. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Whew. Expect our team to be better next year? Technically, they're supposed to be. Our outlook for next season was actually even stronger than our outlook for this season. It does depend on what happens with Davis, who is, you know, already the all-time passing yards king in the entirety of the NCAA. Holy shit. And he still has a senior year to go. Beats his own record for passing yards in a season with over 6,000. Oh my God. Has 15,000 passing yards in his career. Now 46 passing touchdowns in a season, breaking his own record by 4. And demolished Will Smith's record for touchdowns in a college career at this school. Has 110, still has a season to go. Can't type Toogs. Beats Patrick Nuggy Jones's single season sack record with 16. My goodness. But we go a perfect 14-0 en route to the national title. Craziness. My goodness. Out to the Lending Tree Bowl. Cotton Bowl. Went to Arkansas. Oklahoma dominates the Orange Bowl. Bama wins the Sugar Bowl. Rose Bowl went to Nebraska. Shout out to Nebraska. What a crazy season. What a crazy season. My goodness. There it is. 2,000 XP for winning the Natty. Coach of the Year. Players winning awards, as we knew. That was an unbelievable season. Prestige back up to an A+. I mean, again, we started off 2013. We dipped. White Fat Rock got fired. It took us a couple seasons to build back. We've made 6 straight bowl games. We're 4-2. But we win the national title in 2023 with a 14-0 record. Insane. Coaching carousel. Ooh, we could go to Pittsburgh or Clemson. Dabo Sweeney ends up out of a job. Yeah, we won't be going anywhere else. We won't be going anywhere else. In terms of players leaving, that'll be the next step. That will be the next step. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so we have a new defensive coordinator because we have 27 points. So we have seen a change. As our great defense, oh my God. We have brand new coaches. So our great defensive coordinator, Scott Sloan, he is out. As Morgan Scally is brought in. And an offensive coordinator, we now have Darnell Ingraham, or Ingram. I guess it would be Ingram. I thought it would be Ingraham. Could be. as Graham is out. So we out Graham and in Graham. Interesting. Interesting that our entire staff just changed, though. Is White Fat Rock still at Florida State? He is. White Fat Rock goes to Florida. He's never leaving. Okay, our defensive coordinator's amazing. Holy shit. He's even better than the other guy. Our offensive coordinator sucks. Our defensive coordinator is technically over-leveled. 27 is supposed to be the cap. He's a 28. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, let's breathe. First and foremost, we say goodbye to two very, very serviceable warrior. Thank you for the 56 months. By the way, appreciate you. We say goodbye to two very serviceable backups. He's running in Daffy Duck, but Davis is staying for his senior year. At running back, Tony Parker. His college career ends, but he is going pro and is projected to be a first-round pick. At wideout, Amanda Hugginkiss graduates, but Beefaroni is trying to go pro a season early. We're going to tell him, get your degree. And he's going to stay, so we will not be losing Rigatoni Beefaroni. Thank God for that. We don't lose a single member of the O-line. We say goodbye to Rock Bottom and Walker, Texas Ranger. At linebacker, LeGarrette Middletooth. The freshman wants to transfer out to Louisiana Monroe due to playing time, and we can't get him to stay. So that sucks, but hey, we're kind of used to it. And then here's the big hit. Here's the big hit, the secondary. Cheese Ravioli, sorry, receiver like Crabtree and Hermie Unworthy all graduate. That's a tough loss, and it gets worse. Patriot Spikem also graduates, and he is a projected first-round pick. Dirt Bikes Are Cool, also gone. There's some tough losses in there. Certainly some tough losses. It kind of sucks we had that linebacker transfer out, but these things happen. These things happen. So. Whew. Goodness, goodness. Oh, goodness. All right. Draft results. Tony Parker and Patriot Spikem both go in the first round. Not bad. Not bad, boys. Not bad. Those are, I think, our first two first-round picks ever as well. We don't get any transfers, which is unfortunate. I would have thought after winning a national title, all of a sudden people would have said, hey, maybe. So, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And we're still in contention for some of these guys. 500 XP per first round pick's not too bad either. Oh, goodness. All right, 9 scholarships left. How are we going to do this? I mean, given that we just lost a linebacker, trying to flip Derek Potts might not be the worst idea. We have a choice. Can spread the wealth a little bit. Okay, we do have a choice here. We know we're not going to need Freddie Woodard because Davis stayed. If we were going for safeties, we'd go for Watson over Hughes. If we were going for linebackers, we can cut out Jeff Norwood. We can cut out Matt Payne. Defensive line, we'd go for the other guy. It is a very nice overall for Coker. So defensive line, it would be Coker. Secondary, it'd be Watson. Linebacker, that's a real tough choice. Because we're more likely to get Williams, but Potts is amazing. And then on the O-line, it would be better to get Mason. Problem is... the problem is... What is the best way to go about this? In terms of safeties, we've already brought in 3 guys and 4 corners. I don't really think we need another safety. But Watson's, yeah, he's a 2-star. He's not going to get that much better. He's a JUCO. I'm going to cut Watson out. Obviously, this could be decent amount to both here with 5 left, but do we want to cut it down to 4? Because obviously with 4 players, you're talking about a jump. Well, really, actually not that much. Let's just say. Let's just say. What if we... It's a tough call because I don't know if for the guys that we're trailing for, if 3,000 points, if that's enough. You know? I think we get rid of Kyle Hester. But that's the... I think we got to optimize this. I think we do. We're going to cut out Williams. We're going to cut out Hester. And we're going to go 5,000 for Coker, Mason, and Potts. I feel like that's our best way to go. Feel like that's our best way to go. Let's hope. Let's hope that works. It's a little bit risky, but let's hope that's enough to make this a pretty damn good recruitment class. I mean, again, we're not going to lock down a full 25. So. We got Coker, we got Mason, but Derek Potts, it isn't going to happen. We probably should have gone for those extra points to Potts. But he's not going to come here. How much did we miss out on it? Well, it'll just show a maxed out offer. So did I get him? We're his choice, but it's not showing him there. 44th class in the nation. Oh my God, we're now a 5-star program. 2 4-stars, 13 3-stars. I think that means he's not signing with anyone. That's how I would take it. Tennessee apparently had the #1 class. Ole Miss on the come up. Well, I don't know if Mr. Potts is going to be attending our school moving forward. Doesn't look like it, but hey, never a dull moment. Never a dull moment with a game like this. All right, oh boy, seniors Davis and DMs together as a unit. What might this season be? 94 overall. He'll be even higher by the time the season starts. Backup Catastrophe Crunchberry. Funky Goose will also stay. And then the new boy, Mike Gillette. Everyone's good. In my DMs. Likely to play running back. Oh yeah, because at wideout we're fine. You got Shaquille O'Neal behind him. Chris Thompson. Ed Jackson. And the man, the myth, the legend himself, Daniel Larson. At fullback, we're still looking good. Wide receiver, obviously. Holman's the new addition there. This receiver core is going to be absolutely gross this year. We're going to need a couple tight ends. O-line. We did bring in a couple members of the O-line. Paulie, what's going on? Let's go ahead and reorganize this. Let's go ahead. Did I accidentally put him at tight end? I might have. Nope, okay. He's just bad at left tackle. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so we'll move the third degree into the middle. Sean as well. Jared Ferguson will stay on the outside. Let's move him over to right tackle. Weeaboo Jones will also move him over to right tackle. Sider, be an interior player. Dan the man, interior player. Blake King is actually going to be on the outside as well. Noted Alan Walsh client to the interior. Dion Laraisidle can stay. Jack Strapp can stay. Lafitte. It's a bear. Stromboli Artifacts. Rick Wall into the middle. And Michael Mason into the middle. That's not bad. Honestly, let's move you over to right tackle. There we go. In terms of the interior. Third degree stays the same. Sean up by 1. Sider up by 2. Client up by 3. It's a bear up by 3. Feet goes up by 2. Wall goes up by 2. Mason up by 2. I think we're looking okay. Let's get Brick Wall on the right. Get you on the right. You on the right. And we're actually, for once, going to have more players than we need. Which is shocking. But we have managed to rebuild our O-line depth. Our defensive depth, that is an entirely different question. That is an entirely different question. The rich get richer. Well, some ways. Alright, so we are going to have to rework this defense here. The good thing is we did have that little bit of extra help at linebacker. At least I think we did. That one guy leaving certainly doesn't help. You know, losing him hurts quite a bit. Alright. What do we have on the defensive side of things? I'm a be cut. Can literally go anywhere. He's terrible. Bubba Sims is a defensive tackle. Yang, probably still best on the D-line. DeMarcus Lundy, still going to be best on the D-line. Wawa Jr., still best at defensive tackle. Musk's a douchebag. He's got to go back to linebacker. If it's that close, go to linebacker. Yilong Ma, also back to linebacker. Javon Coker, we had to fight hard for this guy. Defensive end. Beef Stud Pile. Given that he's a junior, full of 60 ratings, we'll keep him on the defensive end. Corey Christensen. It's close, but probably keep him on the defensive end as well. The good thing is we do have people that we can move over if need be. Daryl back to linebacker. Same for Horny on main. He hate me to defensive tackle. We already know Corin Puffy's going back to linebacker. So was Tugnis. Steve the Pirate back to defensive tackle. Jenkins back to linebacker. Can't type Toogs. Best at defensive tackle. And Robinson. Honestly, the linebacker, we need him. So we're willing to take a little bit of a hit on the defensive line momentarily until we see improvement. Defensive tackle, we're looking good. But this way, we'll be looking better at linebacker. Stays the same, stays the same. Horny on Main will be on the outside. Darryl stays the same. Corn Puffy to the middle. Jenkins to the middle. Robinson stays the same. Tugnas gets worse. Right, so we got 2 on the right there. 2 on the left. Move these guys to the middle. I need at least 1 guy off the defensive line, and it's going to be I'ma be cut. That's what he's there for. A little bit of linebacker depth since we lost that other guy. I don't know how our secondary is going to look, though. But in fairness, last year we had a hell of a lot of questions about how this team looked and kind of how things were going to play out. Davis. Definitely, I mean, he was a +7. Tanahashi's a +9. Sucks is a +9. Thompson's only up by 5. Thomas up by 9. Robinson stays. Smith stays. Crunch up by 5. I'm going to leave him there for the moment. McAfee up by 4. You play to win the game's only up by 2. Fletcher up by 3. Swote Leg up by 2. Catch ball, definitely a safety. Jones again was up by 2. Pickle Don Rickles. Spanish Inquisition. Okay, so we do need somebody else to move over to be a starting safety. Again, Inquisition was up by 1, Rickles by 1, Jones by 2, Swote Leg by 2, Fletcher by 3, McAfee by 4, Crunch by 5, Smith by 2, Robinson by 1, Thompson by 5. So, it's going to be looking, whoops, a little bit weak at safety. Just a little bit. But based off of how we've seen this team play, we need all the help we can get in terms of corners. I think that needs to be our top priority. And there we go. That is the safety situation. Some of these guys could probably even be switched over to be decent linebackers, but honestly, we're not looking that bad at linebacker. We actually really don't even need the help. Laces out will be a senior. Obviously, we'll have to get rid of Sean Walk-On, but that's it. Now, we go ahead and focus on training. That's the next big result. That's the next big result. Let's see what we got. This is why. Like, I get it. You win a national title, you win the ultimate goal in a game like this, and it's like, come on, is it really going to be the same? Let's move on to something else. You reach the top of the mountain. But when you have questions like this, when you have players like this, and the question is, can we do it again? And the answer is, we could. It's tough to walk away. And think about Catastrophe Crunchberry. We're going to get at least 2 seasons from him as a starter, which is insane. But Davis is back for his senior year. 81 speed, 91 acceleration, 93 throw power, 96 accuracy. Funky Goose getting better as well, even though he's a junior. In the DMs, after being redshirt last year, he's a 98. With Oatmeal and Larson behind him. Again, I don't think I can risk redshirting Catastrophe. We'll use him as the backup this year. But in the DMs is insane. Fullbacks, both looking good. Dimmadome is a senior. Look at the weapons. Look at the weapons that Davis has. Tate's Prison Cell, Beefaroni, Moist Carpet, Von Boom. Texas is there as well. Oh, man. The weapons. All Tex now an 80 overall as a senior. On the O-line, 74 for Jackstrap. You got a 75 for Can't See My Feet. It's a Bear. Oh, fuck. Is a 79. Walsh Client's a 77 behind him. I imagine Walsh Client will play elsewhere. Brick Wall is an 80 and a 79 for Stromboli Artifact. So the O-line is improved. Boom Thundersticks up to a 77. 76 for Beef Stud Pile. And then the defensive tackles. Good lord. Good lord, the defensive tackles. All three of them are seniors as well. Ooh, that's a bit scary. You got Robinson. Darryl at a 79. Middle linebackers with Corin Puffy and Jenkins looking pretty good. On the right with Tugnis. There's a lot of seniors in this lineup. This might be a small window. This might be a small window to be able to do this again. Laces out up to a 97. 99 power, 99 accuracy. And an 85 for Juice the Moose at punter. Kind of like last year, we're looking at a team that might be the best it's ever been. In terms of cuts, we are going to have to get rid of technically 5 people once we get rid of Sean Walk-On. So 5 people have to go. Quarterback, we can't let go of anybody. So that's fine. Running back. Ideally, we don't let go of anybody. Worst case, Eddie Jackson goes. Fullback, we can't cut anybody. Wide receiver, again, ideally, we wouldn't cut anybody with 3 seniors in that lineup. Nobody on tight end. On the O-line. The third degree. Redshirt freshman, he's only a 58. We can get rid of him. Nobody else there for the moment. Defensively, ideally nobody else yet. Linebacker. Oh, this is tough. It does make sense to get rid of a corner. And that man's going to be Aaron Robinson. He's the odd one out. Has 49 awareness as well. I know it's cut off on screen. At safety, makes sense to get rid of a safety as well. And it's going to be the 63, even though he's a 3-star, Stephen Davis. 2 players left. Not an easy choice. It could be Goose. It could be Goose. But then we need another quarterback next year. And I think we have too much we have to focus on already. It could technically... I think it's got to be Eddie Jackson's got to be one of them. AJ, yeah, Brits just let you know. It's been an amazing night. And a wide receiver, honestly, Holman, I mean, that's tough. It's tough, though. We won how? We played the national title game. It was very, very close up until halftime. And then somehow we ran away with it. Who's the other guy to cut? I guess it will be I'ma be cut. The prophecy has come true. And we're down to 70. There were a couple of players there I would have liked to have held, but it is what it is. Damn. All right, I'm hoping we were going to get a conference invite. That does not happen. So now we're going to have to make our own choice. But first, the skill trees. Offensively, or at least with our head coach, there's nothing to reset. Defensive coordinator starting from scratch, and the offensive coordinator, again, he's looking pretty rough. Let's improve the carrying. We don't really need to improve the throw power and the accuracy. It's just more so going to be let's improve the catching of our receivers and the break tackle. Yeah, at least for this season, we don't need Cannon. It sucks that we lost our offensive coordinator, though. Defensive coordinator. I'm going to be speccing into these two. I mean, again, this coordinator is absolutely overpowered in terms of abilities. He's maxed out. It is a maxed out defensive coordinator in Morgan Scally. Not too shabby. So a little bit worried about that offensive coordinator, but it's okay. Given that we did not get an offer, let's take a look. So obviously the ACC doesn't make any sense. The American Conference doesn't make any sense. That would basically be, I mean, a step down or at least a lateral step. The Big 12 with Texas, Oklahoma. I mean, joining the Big 12 would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense. Then there's the Big 10. Again, doesn't make too much sense geographically. We could stay in Conference USA and presumably run the show. We could go independent, like Notre Dame and company. Obviously, it doesn't make much sense to join the MAC or the Mountain West. Pac-12 as well obviously doesn't make too much sense. I mean, technically could we be the only team from Texas in there, though. The SEC could also work, given that Texas A&M is there. And then the Sun Belt would just be a lateral move. So chat, I am going to leave this up to you. In terms of conference, will we move to the Big 12 to be alongside Texas, Oklahoma, among others? Will we move to the Big 12? Will we stay in Conference USA and just continue to run the show? Will we go independent? Or will we go to the SEC? We have some pretty big options here. But chat, the choice is yours. Control our future.